The race session is at Fuji International Speedway in Oyamacho, Sunto District, Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan. Riley Gallardo from United States is P1. James Pendry from England is second. Ted Hoff from United States is third. Jin San is P4. Walter Phillips from United States is 5th. Panzer F1 is 6th. Kevin Woodward from Canada is 7th. Louis J. Magalang from Philippines is 8th. Gordon Jacobson from United States is 9th. Jen Markoff from Canada is P10. Riley Gallardo is first. Gordon Jacobson in start-finish straight is P9. James Pendry in Daiki is third. James Pendry is now second. Panzer F1 is third. Gordon Jacobson is 10th. Ted Hoff in Dunlop Corner is 4th. Ted Hoff lost 6th to Walter Phillips. Ted Hoff is now P5. Kevin Woodward is P7. Gordon Jacobson in Panasonic Corner is P8. Walter Phillips in start-finish straight is 7th. Gordon Jacobson from United States in start-finish straight is 8th, 0.4 behind Walter Phillips. Kevin Woodward is P7, 0.3 ahead of Gordon Jacobson. Gordon Jacobson on lap 2 is P8, 0.4 behind Kevin Woodward. Kevin Woodward is 7th, 0.4 ahead of Gordon Jacobson. Louis J. Magalang is P10, 0.5 behind Jen Markoff. Louis J. Magalang passed Jen Markoff for 9th. Walter Phillips in start-finish straight is P7, 0.5 behind Kevin Woodward. Walter Phillips lost 7th to Gordon Jacobson. Gordon Jacobson in start-finish straight is P7, 0.5 behind Kevin Woodward. Walter Phillips in Dayaki is 8th, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Walter Phillips lost P9 to Jen Markov. Jin San in hairpin is P4, 0.3 behind Panzeref 1. Jin San passed Panzeref 1 for third. Panzeref 1 in 300R is 4th, 0.2 behind Jin San. Ted Hoff is 5th, 0.1 behind Panzeref 1. James Pendry in start-finish straight is P2, 0.5 behind Riley Gallardo. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is P5, 0.3 behind Panzeref 1. Panzeref 1 is 5th battling Ted Hoff. Riley Gallardo in 100R is P2, 0.4 behind James Pendry. Panzeref 1 in hairpin is P5, 0.3 behind Ted Hoff. Ted Hoff in Dunlop corner is 4th, 0.7 behind Jin San. Panzeref 1 is 5th, 0.5 behind Ted Hoff. Panzeref 1 passed Ted Hoff for P4. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is 5th, 0.1 behind Panzeref 1. Ted Hoff passed Panzeref 1 for 4th. Panzeref 1 in start-finish straight on lap 5 is 5th, 0.1 behind Ted Hoff. Walter Phillips entering the pits is 7th. Ted Hoff in 100R is P4, 0.5 ahead of Panzeref 1. Panzeref 1 in Dunlop corner is P5, 0.8 behind Ted Hoff. Ted Hoff in Panasonic corner is 4th. Gordon Jacobson is 9, 2.1 behind Jen Markov. Ted Hoff in 100R is 4th, 0.9 behind Jin San. Gordon Jacobson in Coca-Cola corner is P9, 0.7 behind Jen Markov. Riley Gallardo is 2nd, 0.4 behind James Pendry. Riley Gallardo passed James Pendry for 1st. Gordon Jacobson is P9, 0.3 behind Jen Markov. Gordon Jacobson passed Jen Markov for P8. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is 4th, 0.1 behind Jin San. Ted Hoff passed Jin San for P3. James Pendry on lap 7 is P2, 0.4 behind Riley Gallardo. Jin San in 100R on lap 7 is P4, 0.4 behind Ted Hoff. Riley Gallardo in 300R is P2, 0.5 behind James Pendry. Jin San is P4, 1.0 behind Ted Hoff. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is P2, 1.0 behind James Pendry. Jin San in Daiki is 4th, 3.1 behind Ted Hoff. Riley Gallardo is P2, 0.9 behind James Pendry. Jin San in Dunlop corner is P4, 3.5 behind Ted Hoff. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is P2, 1.1 behind James Pendry. Jinsan in Daiki is P4, 2.7 behind Ted Hawk. Riley Gallardo is P2, 1.8 behind James Pendry. Panzer F1 is 5th, 3.7 behind Jinsan. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight on lap 9 is 2nd, 1.6 behind James Pendry. Jinsan in start-finish straight is P4. Riley Gallardo in hairpin is P2, 1.8 behind James Pendry. Louis J. Magalang in 100R is 7th. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is P2, 1.8 behind James Pendry. Jinsan in start-finish straight is 4th. Riley Gallardo in hairpin is 2nd, 2.5 behind James Pendry. Jen Markov in Panasonic corner is P9. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is P2, 2.7 behind James Pendry. Ted Hoff in Daiki is third, 3.4 behind Riley Gallardo. Riley Gallardo in hairpin is second, 2.8 behind James Pendry. Ted Hoff in Dunlop corner is P3, 4.8 behind Riley Gallardo. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is second, 4.9 ahead of Ted Hoff. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight on lap 13 is P3, 2.8 behind Riley Gallardo. Kevin Woodward on lap 13 is P6, 3.6 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in Dunlop corner is P3, 3.8 behind Riley Gallardo. Jen Markov is 9th. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is third, 2.6 behind Riley Gallardo. James Pendry from England in hairpin is P1. Ted Hoff in Dunlop corner is P3, 2.1 behind Riley Gallardo. Kevin Woodward is P6, 3.4 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight on lap 15 is P3, 2.0 behind Riley Gallardo. Kevin Woodward in start-finish straight is P6, 5.0 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in Dunlop corner is third, 0.8 behind Riley Gallardo. Louis J. Magalang in 100R is P7. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight on lap 16 is P3, 0.8 behind Riley Gallardo. Kevin Woodward from Canada in start-finish straight is 6th, 4.6 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff from United States is P3, 0.5 behind Riley Gallardo. Kevin Woodward in hairpin is 6th, 4.2 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is P3, 0.5 behind Riley Gallardo. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is third battling Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward from Canada in start-finish straight is P6, 3.5 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo from United States is third, 0.5 behind Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward is P6, 3.2 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is third. Kevin Woodward in start-finish straight is P6, 2.8 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo in 300R is P3, 1.7 behind Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward is P6, 3.3 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is P3, 2.3 behind Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward from Canada in start-finish straight is 6th, 2.2 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo from United States is 3rd, 2.5 behind Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward in hairpin on lap 19 is P6, 2.3 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo in start-finish straight is 3rd, 3.1 behind Ted Hoff. Kevin Woodward in start-finish straight is 6th, 1.9 behind Panzer F1. Riley Gallardo is P3. Kevin Woodward in hairpin is 6th, 1.7 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is P2, 4.3 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in start-finish straight is 6th, 1.6 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff on lap 21 is 2nd, 4.5 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward is 6th, 1.2 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight on lap 21 is P2, 4.4 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in Panasonic corner is 6th, 1.3 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff is 2nd, 4.6 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in 100R is 6th, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in start-finish straight is P2, 4.2 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in next corner is 6th, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in 100R is 2nd, 4.1 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward is P6, 0.3 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff in next corner is 2nd, 3.4 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in Dunlop corner is 6th, 0.8 behind Panzer F1. Ted Hoff is P2, 3.1 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward in start-finish straight is 6th. Ted Hoff from United States in Nets corner is P2, 3.3 behind James Pendry. Kevin Woodward is P6, 0.5 behind Panzer F1. The leader has just finished the race. James Pendry finished first. Ted Hoff finished P2. Riley Gallardo finished third. Jin San is P4. Jin San finished P4. Panzer F1 finished P5. Kevin Woodward finished 6th. Jen Markov finished 9th. Louis J. Magalang is P7. Louis J. Magalang finished 7th. Gordon Jacobson finished P8.